If you're lacking ports on your laptop or computer, you probably need a USB-C hub. So today I'm taking a look at these 5 USB-C hubs that Acer went ahead and sent to me, starting with this 3-in-1. So for starters, I already like the look of this one because I already have a similar one like this attached to my Mac Mini for another monitor. So I might just as well replace the other one with this because this one feels a lot more premium. It's made out of enclosed aluminum, which I prefer over the plastic look because it just feels a lot more high quality. This is going to be USB-C, and that's the only option it comes with. And this, of course, is going to be the silver one, but you are going to have 3 other color options of pink, black, and space gray. And the 3 ports this does come with are pretty solid because they're going to be commonly used, starting with USB 3.0, HDMI, and USB-C PD, so it's going to be able to go ahead and fast charge. So if you're looking for something relatively small and you're not looking for a lot of ports, then this one's definitely going to be a solid option. Now that 4-in-1 is also going to be that nice silver color that also matches with my MacBook Air. This is also going to be made of aluminum, so it's already off to a good start. And unlike the other one, this one's only going to have one color, which is going to be this, but where it does go ahead and shine is going to be the port it comes with on top. So this one is going to be USB-A to USB-C adapter, but if you want, you can just get the head being USB-A, or vice versa, you can just get the other option, which is USB-C. But I do like this one just because you do have the options for both. So if I go ahead and try to plug it in onto this old MacBook Air, then I would have to go ahead and, of course, use USB Type A, but if I want to plug this into my MacBook Pro, then I would need that adapter for USB-C. Now this hub has 3 USB 3.1 ports and 1 Ethernet port right at the tippy top, which is pretty important because this is the main one I go ahead and use on my MacBook Pro, just because the Wi-Fi is kind of slow in this room, so I have to go ahead and attach it to the Ethernet cable. And I'm currently using this one over here, but using this one's going to be a good option just because it's pretty thin, it's not as bulky, and it's very lightweight too. So this 4-in-1 USB-C hub would be good for somebody if you just use a laptop, you want to plug in maybe a keyboard, maybe a mouse, and maybe a thumb drive here and there. That's where your 3 ports would come in. And if you want to go ahead and connect it to Ethernet, then you got that right over here. Now the 5-in-1 hub is when things start to change, mainly because of the material. So this one's going to be made of plastic, which I don't really prefer. I prefer it being made of metal because it feels a little bit more durable rather than plastic. But you are going to get a lot of different options as far as style and size goes. For starters, this is going to be the USB-A port, but you can also get this in USB-C. And this cable also can go ahead and change length, so you can get it in the 0.7 foot, the 2 foot like this one over here, or the 4 foot. Now, as far as the ports, you're going to get a whopping 4 USB 3.1 ports and 1 USB-C port. And this is probably good for somebody if you have like a desktop, if you're not going anywhere and you just need more ports, then this one's definitely going to go ahead and be a good option. Now this is the 7-in-1 USB-C hub, and it's going to be similarly shaped to the 4 and 5-in-1, except this one is going to be the longest of all of these USB-C hubs. Now I do like the fact that this is going to be space gray, so it does match with my MacBook Pro, but if you want, there's other color options too, from black, pink, and silver. Now as far as the ports go, we're going to have an SD card, a micro SD card, a USB-C, USB 3.1, and all of these go ahead and give you 5 gigabit per second transfer speed, and another USB-C with power delivery, so you can go ahead and fast charge your device. And on the side, there's going to be an HDMI. Now this port's going to be more for the creative, so if you're into photography, if you use an SD card, a micro SD card pretty often, then this one has the ports for you. Finally, we have the 9-in-1 USB-C hub. Now this is going to be the beefiest of them all with 9 different ports. Now, as far as the looks go for this one's also going to be the space gray. I like it. It matches with my MacBook Pro as well too, but you do have those same color options as mentioned before. Now, this 9-in-1 hub is going to have a pretty small footprint, and here you can see it compared to my hand. So it's not going to be too big, which means this isn't going to take up too much space at your desktop, and you can easily go ahead and fit it in a bag. Now, as far as the ports goes, we're going to have almost the same ports as the 7-in-1, except this time we're going to have the 3 USB 3.0 ports, and then 1 power delivery USB-C port, and then we're going to have a HDMI, SD card, micro SD card, and the 2 additional ports are going to be Ethernet and a VGA port. So this is basically going to be somebody, if you want to go ahead and connect it to older devices like an older monitor, the VGA port will go ahead and serve its purpose for that. But if you just want to have as much as possible, the best of the best, make sure you're not missing anything with your computer, with your desktop, and you want to have as many connections as possible, then this one's going to be a good option for you. So out of all of these, it's no surprise that my favorite one is going to have to be the 9-in-1. It's literally the same one I use right now, except it's going to be smaller. It's going to go ahead and match with my computer, and it looks pretty nice as well too. So now I can go ahead and replace this one with this one. And I went ahead and put it on the back side, so now it's a little bit more hidden. And here you can see it's working. So hopefully this video helped you make the decision on which USB-C hub to go ahead and get.